Hey everyone, I want to do a quick update since yesterday was my 5 month mark, so I'm 5 months and 1 day on T. And I did an update a couple weeks ago since I did a super late update on changes and things like that from my 4 month mark, so I'm not going to really go into detail just for the fact, obviously, within a week and a half's worth of time isn't going to change a whole lot. So some of my friends asked me about how I feel emotionally, how I think the changes are, in my opinion, are they natural or are they not natural? So I wanted to kind of address that. The changes that are occurring now feel way more natural than the changes that happened when I was a female. With like my chest changing, from being really flat to, having, breasts felt super awkward to me. I hated them. I still don't like them, obviously. I bind. So, eventually, top surgery is in the future. I used to wear super baggy clothes to hide them. It worked for a little while. I'm not a huge dude, so wearing really big clothes for long periods of time made people kind of suspicious beforehand. Now I just wear clothes that fit me, and it's been like that for a while. I got more confident when I joined the military and being a female-bodied person. Ugh. Sorry. Sorry about that. So, it's all just a process. Emotionally, I'm still the same. I was never super emotional as a female. I'm still not super emotional. I have my moments where, I can be emotional. I've never been the type of person to do it in public, except for maybe at a funeral. I'm still the same way. Nothing emotionally has changed really about me. I have noticed that older gentlemen, for some reason, older men, like to try and pick a fight with me. No idea why. Over the dumbest things. 2 weeks ago, I was waiting for my friend outside of his house. Well, this diphead was parked in his car, talking to his neighbor, parked like this. Like, you can't really see that. So they were like this. One was on the right side of the road, the other one was in the middle of the lane, parked there talking to his freaking neighbor in front of my friend's house. So I flipped a UE, parked on the side of the house, parked in front of this house where there was a space to be out of the road, common courtesy, people. This guy proceeds to get out of the car to try and pick a fight with me, telling me I can't park there, that's where he parks, blah, 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 blah. And he's talking in his car to his neighbor, parked in the middle of the flippin' road. I was like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, you need to get out of that spot. And got out of his car, started coming up to my car. I was like, my friend's going to be out here, in any second. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to be here for very long. He's like, no, you need to move now, blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, fine, fuck it, whatever, dude. And I got in the middle of the road because there wasn't anywhere else to go. And my friend came out a minute later, and the guy was still talking to his friend, clear up until my friend got out of his house. Right before my friend walked out of his front door, he had just barely parked and gotten out of his car. I was seriously super freaking pissed. But I wasn't going to cause a fight over something so stupid, over a parking spot. Why do people do this? Rednecks in Idaho. That's all I have to say about that. I'm not going to pick a fight over something stupid because I've seen so much more in things that are worth fighting for and things that aren't worth fighting for. Mentally, I'm in a lot better spot than I was. I apparently smile more. People say I smile more now. I don't think I really do. I think I smile just as much as I did before. So, I think I'm a lot more relaxed. In some aspects of my life, I don't think that I'm all, super tense and, feel like I'm having to watch myself as much, I guess. So I don't think I'm as, tense as I used to be, always, uptight, always self-conscious about things. Even though, obviously, I'm still self-conscious about some things, but, that stuff doesn't really go away until, you have exactly, what you want to do through this whole entire process. But overall, I feel good. Everything seems good. I feel good. now I'm just trying to manage everything out, trying to, figure out what my next step is, where to go from here. I still haven't officially done my name change. I'm keeping my first name. I'm just looking at changing my middle name. I just haven't decided, so I haven't gone any farther with it. I have time just because I'm starting to get super busy with a lot of things, and I know that it needs to be done. It's just I need to sit down and talk to my family and see if they want, especially my mom, if she wants to be involved in this process, or if she doesn't. If not, then I'll kind of make decisions on my own. I just don't super see my family a whole lot because we're always super busy. Top surgery, as I said, is in the future, so that's one thing, is I want to run around with my shirt off. Who doesn't want to run around with their shirt off? I mean, hello. Facial hair is looking really good. I haven't shaved in about a month, and my sideburns look really good. As you can see, my mustache looks really good right here, like this. And then my goatee part is still super patchy right here. And so I'm probably going to shave it off just because I don't like the patchiness right here. And it's super long, like just here on the sides and not towards the middle. It's not. So it just kind of looks super awkward. I know patchiness it happens to everybody. And a lot of guys are self-conscious about it. So I know a lot of guys that shave when they have patchy facial hair. This is still kind of patchy on my cheeks. The right side of my face grows longer out here than my left side. Go back down. So everyone seems to like the look that I got going on with the goatee and the sideburns. I think that I look fine with it. It's clean cut. It looks fine. I'm kind of I guess a pretty boy kind of style. I don't really know. I like to just look good, so whatever makes me look good is what I'm going to go with. And I look good, so I'm going with it. Acne, I notice I get acne more when my facial hair starts filling in and things like that. I've kind of tried some of my friends' tips on doing conditioner, and it has helped here, up in this area with the conditioner, not really down this area is where I'm noticing a lot more acne at the moment, is all jawline and underneath my jawline. If you have any tips, please give them to me. The only thing I haven't tried is actually buying a shaving cream, just because I'm like, I don't really think about it when I'm at the store. I guess I should probably write it down and try it out, see how it works. But I think that's about it. I wasn't really expecting my emotional state to change a whole lot. There was rumors that I was going to become super intense, super pissed off all the time. I was, going to become unemotional completely, transitioning and being on T. I didn't really think so, just for the fact is that I know my dad and I know my brother. And, my dad he had a temper and things like that. And I was afraid I was going to kind of have that heightened. But I haven't seen any changes. I get impatient a little bit more, I think. I get more impatient with my dogs right now. I have no idea why. But I'm trying to readjust, because I have noticed I have been doing that. And I definitely don't want to be an impatient person because, everything takes time. And my dogs especially, come on, they're dogs. I have no idea. So, and then, with emotions, my brother is semi-sensitive. He doesn't cry in public or things like that, but he'll cry sometimes, when it's appropriate, he'll cry. And I'm the same way. Hasn't changed. My brother hasn't changed. He's not unemotional. He's 23. I'm 29. So I had a good idea of how I was going to be when this whole process started because of my brother. And my brother and I are super close. So, pronouns. My brother's doing really well with it. My sister, hit and miss. She tries to use my name more than anything. And I know a couple of my friends did that as they were trying to readjust to the whole pronoun thing. So I'm pretty sure it's coming in time. It's just going to be a little while. My mom's having a harder time with it. Obviously, she's raised me from birth. So she's, she knows it. She accepts everything. Pronouns are just kind of a pain for her, I guess. She's so used to saying she and making that adjustment. It's hard because she's older. She's 65. Well, going to be 65. So, I mean, it's just going to take time. My friends, what I've noticed is that my friends that super sucked at it in the beginning when I started, tea and things like that, are doing, pretty good, usually these days, unless they get around somebody that calls me female, and then rather than correcting them, they just revert back. And people that don't know are people that I'm not close with, or I see randomly here and there, and are not important to me. So, rather than correcting them, they just kind of go with it. I'm just like, alright, maybe we'll have this discussion another time. But, I didn't come out to everybody. I don't think that I needed to. I just came out to people I interact with the most, people that are important in my life, and they know. And that's what's important to me. Everyone else can either, one, ask the question on what the heck's going on, or two, they'll figure it out, because there are a few trans guys where I'm from. So, I've been asked a couple of questions, and I'm more than willing to answer. Other people just kind of roll with it. I don't really know. We'll all be on the same page one day, but I'm not too worried about it. So, if you guys have any stories or want to share anything about, how your emotions change, how they didn't change, I didn't become super angry or anything like that, so I hear that some people do. I've noticed that. I've heard stories, so I didn't experience that, so I can't really comment a whole lot. I'm just super in a good spot right now. I feel good. As I said before, I think I look good with how everything's going on. I don't really care for the acne, but it's workable. So, if anyone wants to add anything, ask me questions, hit me up, and I will be posting my Instagram and Facebook link below. Alright, bye guys.